Though the serpent in the Bible is the devil, and he is wise.
The devil is?
Yeah, evilly wise.
He's what?
He's wise.
How's that?
Man, whenever you can take a man and make him think he's a woman, yeah, and he can look at himself every day and see that he was born a man, but is convinced by the devil that he's he's a woman in a man's body. All that old crazy talk, man, that's wisdom to take and tear the world.
Yeah, we back, CJ Lee.
Yeah.
We got a storm up here in Kentucky, man. It's apparently it's pretty bad.
It's real bad.
And T. Johnson, what's up?
But I'm gonna talk about strength today. Strength. Staying strong, bro. That's what it's about. Being
Black Star in a ENT 252. Can that jab? What you say? Can that jab into a hook take out Mike Tyson?
Hey, I know it could. Matter of fact, see, what'll take Tyson out more than a hook is just, see, he gets frustrated easy. I used to box people. I seen a guy box in prison the other day ago, and I use I don't use rope or dope. I use my own. And what I did is I took the first round when they hit the bell. I said, here's what I'm gonna do. I said, I'm gonna box him straight up, right? So I was punching out, bam, bam, bam. For 3 rounds, he's coming at me, trying to cut the rope off, the ring off, and all that. I spin off the rope and be throwing him, pow, pow. You know, after the 3rd round, I said, I'm gonna trick him now. Instead of backing up, I came forward. I locked down on him, came in close, and I did all the bobbing and weaving he was doing. I was throwing him up like this. And he started backing up. So when he started backing up, I took it as a sign that I already broke that spirit in him. You know, now he's backing up. He popped his head up and I hit him. I got him. So Mike Tyson is different. He's ugly, he's mean, and he's nasty.
And you're not gonna last 3 rounds, so you ain't got to worry about it.
Yeah, no, it ain't gonna last 3 rounds. You're right.
Yeah, you not.
I'll knock him out probably in the 2nd round.
Mm-mm.
Mike Tyson is nothing, man. He is nothing to beat.
We're not gonna keep talking about this shit.
No, he don't want to see. You got some people like. Let me tell you this. When Mike Tyson boxed Holyfield, what did everybody say? He's gonna kill Holyfield.
Mm-hmm.
That Holyfield's old. He's really ain't got no fight left into him. Everybody thought that fight shouldn't even been held. Holyfield came in there, locked down on him like that, came in close. He blocked it where the man's uppercuts couldn't even keep, the way he blocked, his uppercuts couldn't even get in, but he can get in. He said, I want this man to feel me.
But I know you're not Evander Holyfield either, man.
No, I'm not Evander Holyfield, but I am somebody that is able to do what he said he can do. I know who I can whoop. It's just like seeing somebody and you just know it. You just know I can whoop this man, and you can. And that's how I see him. He's a big front. He ain't nothing. And I'm not in training, but if I go in training, it's gonna really, even right now, I can do 3 rounds with him. So you can just imagine what Tyson. He is nothing. I already know his style. I already know how he's gonna come up. And I already got something waiting on him when he run in and try to throw one of them overhands, right? Following with a hook. He ain't even gonna get the jab off. You see? What people worried about a lot of times.
What, you gonna call the police on him? How you gonna stop him from getting his stuff off?
Yeah, I'm gonna call the police and tell him that I just almost killed the man. I will call the police for that reason. To tell him to get this man, I almost killed him. He's laying on the ground, he can't breathe. because I hit him so hard. And so that's what I tell him. I hit him that hard, made him lay down. He wouldn't even, his body wouldn't move, wouldn't operate.
Joe English donated. He said, I owe you an apology. I thought it was you that owed me for that half ounce, but it was your brother James.
Yeah, it probably was, James. Cause I'm gonna tell you what I've been hearing. Now, this is true, Joe. Not long ago, you know, my brother left. Everybody left me for dead when I went to prison, did 40 years. I get out. So I want to know where my brother's at. And so he's up in a rehab thing. He done shot and stabbed. He's in a wheelchair, can't move. Now, I ain't seen this man in 40 years. They ain't sent me a penny in prison. I went up there to see him, and he was in a wheelchair. And so me and my wife was there. So now he smokes, didn't even smoke when I left the street. He smokes cigarettes, and everybody been telling me he's on crack. And he's been doing things, getting people's money, ain't paying them, but looking for them, and he likes to beat up on women. That's his main specialty. Throughout his life, every woman he had, he put hands on them. I'm bad. I'm talking about breaking jaws and stuff. And so I heard of, so I'm up at the hospital visiting him. So he said he wanted some cigarettes and he wanted some candy bars. So we left and we go get some cigarettes. I got him 5 packs, brought him a whole big thing of candy bars, and the black ladies up there that is caring for him, it was an uproar we left. They said, your brother has lost his man. And I went in, I said, what's wrong? He said, we stole, your sister and them came up here and left him some clothes. And he said, we stole his stuff. I said, man, what's going on? I want out of here. I'm not standing here. No, I said, if they put you out, where you going? I said, these people is all you got that is caring for you, man. You know, and he talked so bad and ran his mouth and didn't nobody steal nothing from him. And I told my wife, this is the last time I'm coming back up here. But I done heard a lot about my brother, Joe. And I heard a whole lot about him. And the stuff he done did out of here, you know, and the stuff he done did to me. So that makes it almost virtually impossible for me to intervene into his affair on who shot him or who stabbed him on 42nd and Market or wherever it happened. I asked him, I said, who shot you? Whoever it was beat him so bad that he can't even remember. They tried to kill him. And I heard that it could have been my nephew because he jumped on his mama or some old stuff. But I moved myself out of that picture. You know, all my battles I fought in my life, I didn't seek help from nobody. I fought my own battles. And I'm not going to fight for somebody that beats on women and don't respect his own kids. I'm not fighting for nobody like that, brother, uncle, daddy, whoever. But yeah, he done did a lot of stuff, man.
Donation from Melvin Bradley. Appreciate it. He just donated.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's how I am. And if I was to get in a situation like a family member, you know how we like. You got family members out here now that act like enemies. They don't want to listen to you. They don't want to do the right thing. They want to create problems and drive in trouble out here in the world. And then when they face consequences, when somebody get hold of them, your brother's been shot, your sister who got a bad mouth, somebody done popped in her mouth, and then you want to get yourself involved. No, I don't do it. You know, I stand by one thing, right and wrong, man. You know, I don't care if it came from my mama or my daddy or whoever. If you're doing something real bad out of here and you treat your kids and your spouse's bed, and you got bad attitude. As far as I'm concerned, whatever consequences come to you, it's coming due to that. You need to change your ways. You need to help yourself. Don't run to me. Don't be running to me. Because I got these. You know, when you run to me, I'm ready to swing at you. You know, get back. I'm not with it. I'm not going back to prison unless somebody.
No, you're not going back.
Don't
even say unless. You're not going back.
Well, unless. Put it like that. I don't fear prison. I don't fear nobody in prison.
Yeah, but you don't need to give him
people I don't want to do all that. I'm saying I'm out of here trying the right thing. I'm trying to be positive. I'm dealing with a lot of spirits out here. People don't believe in that. People's walking around, they ain't the same. They got some type of spirit in them. And, you know, I spoke to a guy one day. How you doing? Hey, hi. Saw him the next day. What's up, bro? He went on like he didn't have nothing to say. You know, them spirits in people, man. They wake up one day, they just ain't the same. Something is in them. They ain't the same no more. And you be trying to break your brains, but I go back to Jesus. Everybody say Jesus was weak. He was strong. Because if you read the last page of your Bible, Revelation, that the very last page, Jesus talking. He said the people that is nasty, let them stay nasty. Don't even try to intervene in that. If they wrong, if they want to live foul, let them. It ain't your job to try to take all your revenues and all your time and your peace and try to give it to somebody that ain't going to respect it. He said, let them be, want to be. He said, because when I come back, they're going to answer for that. And so I know when to back off. You know, people backed off for me. When I was out there doing all that crazy stuff, yeah, it was a lot of people backed off for me. You know, said, oh, no, he ain't gonna never turn out right. He'll die when he's 18. He ain't gonna see 21, but I fought through it. I fought through 21, 18, and then I remember a time in prison when I started throwing that stuff on them guards. They said, man, ain't nobody ever come down here and did these white people like this. These white people hate black people. And now here you are throwing bucket duty on them, and they running, and they screaming, they quitting their job. You know, made 60, 70 officers quit their jobs in prison. They gonna kill you, boy. But I kept fighting. And you know what? I fought through all that. And nobody killed me. I came out of society. They had all this stuff on the internet that they said, you know what? He was a hero in prison. We don't want him to die with that legacy. We want him to die as somebody that is foul, somebody that rapes people, somebody to do this, somebody to do that. But I kept fighting. I met Lee John, my agent. And so Lee John told me, bro, we're going to clear your name. So we get on the internet. I was throwing uppercuts at him and stuff. And they said, no, don't believe him. If he's your neighbor, get rid of him. He might rape anybody in your family. He'll rape your daddy, your kids, everybody. He'll grape them. He'll grape out. And we fought. And right now, it's where I'm at right now. I done cleared my name. People see me who I am. I got this book out. This book gonna tell you everything about me. Everything about where I get all my power at. Somebody asked me the other day, said, what kind of food you eat? You know, because they see my body at 66 years old. And the only thing I got is gray mustache. I can dye. And if I did, you'll swear to God I'm 20. He's 20 years old. Look how fast my hands is. You can't even hardly see them. It's like just a blur of light. That's how quick I am. That's how quick I would knock Tyson out and anybody else. But I'm telling you this. I kept all the people who said I wasn't going to amount to nothing, I proved that I did amount to something. It took time. And so don't give up on people that is out there doing bad things, well, if family members, leave a little door open for them. Not much.
Got a donation from Joe English. He said, I met a woman I really like. She's a good one.
Let me tell you about the good ones you really like, Joe. You like them, you should like them. You should love them. But let me tell you this. It's too early to tell. You met them you really like, but give it a year. And then when I see you next year, say, Joe, do you still got that woman you really like? And you say, no, I got rid of her. She can't make me wrong, please. It took me about 5 or 6 months to realize she wasn't who she was in the beginning. What people's doing nowadays in society. My book is going to tell you this. What they doing in society is this. You think a person going to set up there and be honest like Fleece Johnson? When you first meet somebody, hey, what's your name? My name is this and that. What they going to do is put themselves on a pedestal. They ain't going to say nothing bad about themselves. Nothing.
Got one from E. Leon 96. He said, Mike Tyson said he's going to make you his girlfriend.
Tell Mike Tyson that I wish that be in his head the day that I lay this on him. I hope he's saying that. Because you know what? When you underestimate somebody like me, it's when you get knocked out. When you think you got a girl, you got a man. See, that's the big difference. When he opened his arms up to me, I'm gonna hit him with one of them and cross over with that. I'm gonna lay him out, and the only thing he's gonna be. And let me tell you something about Mike Tyson. A lot of people can't see this. He's gay.
Allegedly. That's your opinion.
My opinion, actually. Now, remember all the times when I said it's about other people. I went Diddy, TD Jakes, a whole bunch of them. I was calling them out. Before all that stuff hit the internet about who they are that you see going on YouTube now, all the scandals about Diddy. I done already said all that. I talked about Jay-Z, all of them. Before all this stuff even came out. And I was right. So I'm telling you about Mike Tyson.
Joe English donated. He said, I think I'm in love, brother. Her name is Treva Spalding.
Treva Spalding. See now, Joe, you get me make me turn my shirt off right now. Let me tell you about Treva Spalding. When I first got out of prison, as I told y'all, I had nobody, no support from nobody. I'm at a halfway house. Her brother, Don, get at the same time. We go to the same halfway house. He said, bro, if you ain't got no family, my sister coming up here, they'll be your family. Treva came up here, took my clothes size, my shirt size, my shoe size, came back the next day, brought me all this clothes. She told me to look at it. It's name brand. She said, anything I mess with is name brand. And every day, every week, she'll buy me clothes, all this stuff. And you know what? She had a husband at the same time. And people was thinking that Treva was doing it. Treva was a good person. She helps people. You know, I'll never forget her. And if I get rich, I'm going to lay something at her feet. I'm in a brand new house. I don't care who a man is. I'm going to buy a brand new car, whatever. She's a good woman. And I don't think y'all together because she's not living here in Louisville, Joe. You messing with me right now.
He says she's been good to me. That's baby. Yeah.
Treva would be good to anybody, and I don't think it's what you said is, because I know she's not living here. She's in Atlanta. She lives in Atlanta, Joe. But if you want to meet a good woman, that's right there. Perfect. She's a good person, good black woman. She's somebody that actually care about people. Now, you get my book, y'all going to see it. Y'all buy this book, y'all going to see a whole bunch of stuff in there that you didn't know, that you will know. And look at me. I went to Walgreens this morning, and the lady told me, she said, all I brought was a pack of cigarettes. She said, can I see your ID? I showed it to her. Thank you. Make me feel like I'm 20. I got to show my ID now. They can't even tell the difference if I'm an old man or if I'm a young man. Tyson ain't gonna be able to tell it either. You know what I'm saying? But he gonna feel his punch. He gonna say it's the punch of somebody young. He got a young spirit in him. He's still young. Only thing that happened with prison was this: time went by, and I didn't grow up with it. That same young person is still in me.
He said, Joe donated again. He said, I'm with her right now. I'm her man, nigga.
Well, Joe, you done took the breath out of me, and I know you sitting there laughing because I'm speechless. I don't know what to say about all this, but I tell you what, Joe, she's a girl. Treva is beautiful spirit woman. She got the most wonderful spirit in her, man. Wonderful. And you with her right now. I doubt that. I seriously do. I know Treva. Not saying nothing about your bed, Joe, but I know her and I know her spirit. Treva, she's up in Atlanta. She's not there with you in Louisville, Kentucky. But if she is, tip my head to you and her. But I doubt that, seriously. I got gray hair. My hair is gray. My beard is gray. Some of my eyebrows and lashes is turning gray. But these right here, they brown. You hear me? You see this big old knuckle that sticks out. I used to take that same knuckle and beat it on the wall in the penitentiary. Now it's in my book right here. I would beat it on the wall. You know why I beat it? I'm going to show you the difference. Look at this knuckle. You don't see this one over here standing out like this one. Look at the big old knot right there. I took all the calluses. I said, I need a weapon. I need a weapon in here. These guards catch me with a knife, they're going to give me more prison. And I ain't trying to get that. They come in your cell all the time, shaking it down, looking for weapons. So what I did, I'm gonna have a weapon that they can't take from me. You're going to have to cut my arm off to take this weapon. Cut my arm off. If you want this, cut it off. And they can't do that. So look at that big old knuckle right there. Look how it pokes out right there. Look at that big old knuckle. I used to just put on the wall like that all day long, every day, just hit it until I took all the calluses out of it. And then this became up. Because if it hits you, it's going to open you. Look at that. It's like hitting you with a big old thing of brass knuckles. I put them on my hand, right? I don't have to push something through my hand like that. I just ball my fist up. And if it hits you, you going to feel it. It's worse than brass knuckle. Look at that big old knot. I put knots up there. It ain't on this hand. It ain't on this hand. It's on this one. Right there. This is the one I'm going to knock Mike Tyson out with if I ever get a chance. I'm going to knock him out with this one. I'm going to open him. I'm going to shut his mouth. He going to be like this. He ain't going to be able to talk. He going to be like, and he can't knock my teeth out because I ain't got none, Joe. But I tell you what, I can knock his out because he got a mouthful of them. And that's what I'm doing. I want him to look like me, like that. And so that's what I'm going to do. Now let me tell y'all something about the people out in the streets. They got spirits out here, bro, that gets up inside of people. I see them in the churches and stuff too. You know, I went to church one Sunday and ain't been there in a while. And I told the deacon, I felt so disrespectful that I was going to get up here and talk about that church. But when I think about that church, there's nothing bad I can say about it. Because Bates is a real good church, for real, up on the pastor, Bruce Williams. I can't talk about Bruce because Bruce is a good brother. He's down for the people. He don't ask for nothing. When I was almost homeless, he gave me a house. He paid my rent bills and all that stuff. And then they used to take off Sunday school donations and come in there and just dump the whole thing in my lap for me and my wife and all the brothers there. They treat us good. So only thing I was upset with about Bates is how when I came back to church, they felt like I shouldn't, but Bruce wasn't there, so I got a little offended, right? You know, but that's my church, man. I can't take away from I can't really formulate a word to really speak against them. But let's move on.
Well, when the live messed up last time, you was talking about the incident you just went through a couple of days ago. Tell them that story again. I don't think they heard the whole story about that. Because it's a real story.
Yeah, it's a real story. And the story is this. I try to remain a good man, right? You got black women out here now saying that the black man ain't nothing. You know, he don't care about him. He's not a man. He ain't this. So I got a black woman. I want to show her, yeah, I am good. You know, I'm gonna whatever I can do to help you, to put a smile on your face, take you shopping, I'll pay your bills. I'm gonna do that. I go all out on that. I want her to feel loved and appreciated. Well, me, I went through some stuff. I stayed in her life. I said, I'm not going to, even though I'm mad at her, I'm not going to watch her suffer. So I always paid her rent bills. I always gave money. She'd call me, honey. I said, what? Some money. I said, how much? I need $300. I said, when? She said, now. I go through wherever I go through and I'll give her the money. I kept giving her money. And she kept fouling off at me. She cussed me out, all that stuff. I got a woman that is, when she gets mad, she's all in. She'll spit on you. She'll cuss you. She called me the B word. Said, you called me a bitch. I said, what? She said, you heard what I said? Fucking bitch. Get in the car. I said, look, address me as your husband, as somebody that's been backing you, providing for you, paying your bills. She never took it back. So I let it go. And I still have to. We go to Golden Corral, all kinds of restaurants, like 5 or 6 times in a week. I'm paying the bills. You know, going to the parks, sitting out in the park, I'm paying the bill. Putting gas in the car, paying the rent bill. I'm doing all that. And then she flipped out. I'm laying in the bed, you know, and I just went to bed. I ain't gonna tell you I did drink a little, and I drunk something, and I'm kind of like high, and I'm laying there knocked out. She wakes me up. I said, hey, look, can't they wait till tomorrow? She said, I don't like you. I used to, but I don't like you no more. So I already know how it's going to turn out. When she come like that, she don't stop. She ain't going to let me go back to bed. So I got up. I said, if you don't like me, then I don't like you. So getting dressed. She said, where are you going? I said, well, you can take me back to this certain place. And she said, don't. I said, no, I'm not with this, man. You know, I'm helping everybody out of here except myself. Buying people cars and all this stuff. Where's my car? When is I gonna buy myself something? I'm keep looking out for people and ain't doing nothing for myself. So I said, just drop me off somewhere. And the place she was supposed to drop me off was like about 7 miles. Shut the car and said, no, walk. Now this same car she stopped is the one that I paid money cash to buy her. I didn't go for no payment plan. I paid full cash for the car. And this is the car I brought her. She said, get out and walk. I had a little bag in my hand. I threw it over in the front seat and she said, hit her. She stuck her head out the window. She get ready to do some psychological stuff. Help! Somebody help me! Help! This is nighttime. People run across. They say, hey, man, some lady's hollering, help. I say, hey, man, nothing wrong with her, bro. I said, that's my wife. She just showing off. She was hollering, help. Took her wig off and threw it out there in the street like I did it, right? people ran over at the car, so I kept walking. I said, I ain't got time for all this crazy stuff. Nighttime. And I heard a car drive. I turned, it popped up on the sidewalk and tried to hit me. And I got quick steps. I jumped out of the way, same way I was Mike Tyson's blow. That's how I jumped out of the way. The car parked in the grass. Dude jumped out with a gun. He said, man, you put your hands on my people? I said, that ain't your people. That's my wife, and I know her people, and you ain't one of them. And I said, he said, I'll smoke you, nigga. I said, oh, you got a gun. I said, shoot it. He said, what? I said, shoot the gun, nigga. Talking about you gonna smoke somebody else. Take me. No, nigga, you ain't gonna be putting your hands on a woman, man. I said, I don't know what she told you, but I ain't got time to hear your crap. You don't know me. He said, I know who you are. You Fleece Johnson. I said, if you know that, then you know you done messed up, bro. And I walked away. And I kept hearing her scream, help me. He took my money. He took everything. Get him. Here come about 30 people running, bro, in my direction. I said, oh, my God. I walked up a little hill, and I just started. I don't even know why I'm running, because I don't run from nothing. But I'm trying to avoid a problem out here. And so the thing is this. Man, I fell and hit my knee on a brick was sticking up out of the ground and hit me right in the knee. I almost crushed I'm sore right now. I limp. But that ain't gonna stop me from knocking Tyson out. But let me tell you this. I said she talking about calling the police. I called them myself. I called them, they came, and they said they ain't got no problem with me. They went somewhere else. But the problem is, I get on the phone, I talk to her. She came to pick me up. I took and brought her a chicken dinner. Imagine that. After she did all that, I almost got my life taken. I buy her a chicken dinner, then take her to a 29th Street club and sat at the table, brought her some drinks and stuff. And it was over. I went back home with her. People tell me all the time, why you keep going back with her? That woman's going to do this, she going to do that. But you know what? It's what you don't know. Nobody knows her the way I know her. It was almost like we was made for each other. That's a song after says that. Nobody loves me like you do. Nobody knows me the way you do. We was made for each other. And truthfully, I know her well. And then when I took her home, she's straight. Now she's straight. She's at home right now doing my laundry. Only thing, I said, why did she do this? She got this fear in her that I'm going to leave her totally. That's what it is. It's some type of bad spirit gets inside of people. You know, I'm not going to let the devil take my wife. You can't take nothing from me, devil. You tried me all my life since I was a baby. The devil's been in my life trying to destroy me, corrupt me, and set me in front of God as the most filthiest thing you can ever look at. I look down too. But you know what? God stepped in and said, no, he's not that. He's not the nasty person you want him to be. He's not the nasty person he's acting like he is. He's a child of God. He's my child. And God worked on me to clean me up. And so when I got cleaned up and I got my mind right, then God put me back out here in the streets. And a blessing. Let me tell you about a blessing. People get blessed, but you never get blessed for yourself. When God bless you, he bless you to bless other people. People don't even realize that. When God is blessing them, that the reason he's blessing them is for them to take that blessing and bless somebody else. You know, and so I remember that. I don't turn my back on people. I had a bad dream about that once. You know, I turned my back on somebody. You know, and it caused me to wake up flooded with tears. I said, I'll never feel like that. Never in my life. I'll never want to feel that feeling again. So when I get blessed, I bless people. And because I recognize this is what God wants me to do. But I want y'all to know that women out there, black women, and I don't understand why they like this. Why they gonna try to take their black men and dog him, man. Call them bitches and all that. You a whore, nigga. You a bitch. All that. And sometimes, and cause I try to wonder when I seen that video of Diddy whooping that girl, Cassie.
Cassie.
And when I saw the video, I saw Cassie running down the hall with a bag that she done took up out of this man's place. She was running, she had a bag or something.
It might have been her stuff, man.
It might have been and it might have not been. But the whole point of it is, he come running up out of there with a towel draped on him. Now, everybody that done had a woman and every woman that done had a man that done had conflicts with each other and in y'all relationship, you got to be true with it. There's times when women will tell her girlfriends that if she was strong enough, she'll knock her man out, she'll kill him. There's men that get around other men to talk about the things that his wife done or his girlfriend. It is so bad that he said, man, the next time she does that, man, I'm going to knock her out. I'm going to black her, man. I'm going to smack her. I don't care who you are or who you claim to be. You know, the same people that sit there and watch this Diddy do what he done. When you go back into your own life, leave that one alone. Let's go to your life. What have you ever did? Have you ever had a spouse, a loved one, or somebody you in love with that had you so mad where you ready to swing? You like, And something you do swing. And you got people now that spit on each other. Have you ever had your spouse that spit on you too? You know, while you arguing with them. That's what I think about you. And all that. It's all kinds of stuff goes on and people is pulling strings in each other. Now, when an innocent person like me see it, I can say, oh my God. Man, I can't believe what I just saw, man. On video, him hit that. But what about me? What I ever done? I remember one time I told my wife, she kept on calling me out of my name. I said, I'm going to try some prison stuff on her. And I bet it worked. Since she used to tell me, I was so good to her. She said, you know what? I can whoop you. I said, you can what? She said, I can whoop you, nigga. You know, I would never put my hands on her nothing. I said, I'm getting ready to show her something right now. I'm going to show her. If I want to, I can put messy fear in you. I went in the kitchen. I grabbed a butcher knife that long, ran in the room, grabbed it, threw on the bed. I said, here's what I'm going to do, baby. I said, I'm going to kill you, and then I'm going to kill myself, nigga. When she said, oh, baby, please don't. I love you so much. And I started laughing. I said, ain't nobody going to mess with you. I wanted to show you. You ain't as tough as you claim to be. I can bring all your little weakness out of you if I wanted to. I'm not on that level, you know. And so you got stuff out here now. It's like you get in a relationship and you want to make it work. You want to represent it. But you in a relationship with somebody that ain't got patience like you got patience. You tell them it takes time, baby. You know, we're going to work our way up to where we can have what we need to have. We're going to make deals. We're going to prioritize everything like that concerning survival. Make top priority out of certain things. But you know what? Your mate will go a different direction. And girls now, to keep a man, they come up with stories. Who was you with the other week ago? I know what you be doing. And you be like, I ain't done nothing. Oh, you ain't did nothing? But every time I see you, you got numbers on your phone. Who's this girl? Hey, stay out of my phone. Oh, you got something to hide? No, I ain't got nothing to hide. Just stay out of my business, man. I don't do your phone like that. Oh, no, you know what? and then they take your phone and slam it. Some people, it's hard at that time. Some people just say, you know what? Gravel. Don't you ever do that again. Bad choice. You know what she gonna do? You put your hands on me, nigga. I'm calling the police. They get ready to come and get you. I didn't put you choked me. You can't lie, nigga. You choked me. You going to jail. It's so much to look out for. But here's what I tell all the married black men in America. Remember this part. Check the laws in your state. Because when you marry to a person at any given time, you can put them in an institution. You can go to the judge and get a mental thing done on them and send them to a mental institute. As long as you pay partial payments. That's the only way a man can win. Cause I know a man did his girl like that. He said, man, I bet she fall into the trap. I said, what's the trap? He said, man, I'm going to commit her, bro. You know, if I don't commit her, she going to have me in jail. She's trying to get me in jail, so I'm going to make the first move. I'm going to go down there and file this on her, and she gonna show it. And when they came, it was over. She was over her mother's house, and then people knocked on her mother's door and had these white coats on. They said, we come to get her. She said, who? Me? Say, yeah, your husband went down there and filed this mental inquest, and the judge agreed, you know, you can pay out a little money, that you should be committed to a mental institute. Don't call her. And she went ballistic. Don't put your hands on me. Yeah, she went crazy. They had a pop her, put her to sleep, put her in that straitjacket, all like that in a straitjacket, and took her out of her. And I said, did you go visit her? He said, yeah. He said, I told the doctors before I went to visit her, I know what she gonna do. She gonna try on me to put one of them things over her head. So he went in and sat down, and she's all drugged up and said, I want to come home. He said, well, how you gonna act? See, all this is in my book and stuff. Y'all get this book. That's why I got this book sitting here. I'm just gonna tell y'all some stuff, boy, that y'all don't know.
It's in a series. All that's not in the first book.
But it's in a series.
Baddest Childhood's in the first book. It's some stuff you won't believe. Go get it.
Go get it. And like I said,
we gotta go.
So anyway, before I go, I want y'all to know this. She was sitting there crying. God, come home. He said, how you gonna act? I'll be good. He said, well, she said, I don't want this thing on my head. He said, well, baby, they put it on there so you won't spit on me. I'm not going to spit on you. I love you. Please let me come home. I said, what you do? He said, I let her stay, man, for 4 more months. And then, like, he said, yeah. He said, when I went and got her, they told me they gave me all of her medication, prescription, and all that. And I told her, if you stop taking your medicine, you're going back. I said, so how did things? He said, oh, man, it's good. He said, I don't have to worry about her running her mouth, doing nothing. And I come home, she's peaceful and quiet, and the first thing I do is check her pills, and I check her, tell her come in, I check her, raise her eyelids. He said, other than that, if I ever take her, she would pop me right in the mouth. But now, I watch her take her medication. I make her lift her tongue up, make sure she ain't trying to spit the pill out. And I said, he said, it's good, man. He said, everybody's like her. He said, she drools at the mouth sometimes. But look, I'm going to let y'all go.
Joe English said, I'm in ATL with her. She's with a real nigga now.
Joe English, you have a nice day, and I don't believe it. All right? Peace out, bro.